Once upon a time, there was an ant and a fox who lived near each other. One day, the fox agreed with the ant that they would be friends. Starting tomorrow, they would wake up early for the full harvest of wheat. In the morning, the ant woke up active and energetic and went to the fox. They were supposed to go together to the place where they would sow the wheat, but the lazy fox began to trick the ant, complaining to her about his fatigue. Compassionately, she left him alone, believing his excuses. The next day, the same thing happened again. The fox started complaining about pain in his stomach and head, claiming he needed to go to the farm barn to be treated with a little milk. The fox continued to do this every day while the ant went alone to work the wheat, laboring from morning to evening, removing weeds and caring for the plants. When the time came to harvest the wheat and its magnificent golden spikes appeared, the fox's soul was filled with greed. He began to think of a way to trick the ant and take all the wheat for himself. So he went to her and said, "Why do we have to share this wheat? Wouldn't it be better for one of us to take all of it?" The ant asked, "How is that?" The fox replied cunningly, "We race to the pile, and the one who reaches it first gets all the wheat." The ant thought a lot before making a decision, then agreed to the fox's suggestion. They agreed on a starting point. Then the fox shouted, announcing the start of the race, and rushed running with all his speed towards the wheat, keeping the golden ears in mind, tail and ears raised high. As for the smart ant, she started jumping until she was able to hang onto the fox's tail without him realizing it, and held on tight. A short distance before the fox reached the finish line, he stopped to catch his breath. Just then, the ant jumped from the top of the fox to the pile of wheat and shouted at the top of her voice, "Hello and welcome, you lazy fox. Why did you come so late?" The fox stood in astonishment and silence, thinking about how that small, weak ant was able to beat him. The ant continued to tease the fox, saying, "I have been waiting here for a long time, my friend. See, I am rested while you are still panting from the race." Finally, the cunning, lazy fox felt defeated and realized he couldn't seize the wheat he hadn't helped to plant or care for.